Oregon against USC. Couple of longtime conference rivals under a different banner, now both in their second year. Oregon won 2 straight last weekend against Iowa and Ohio State at home. We're going to keep it rolling. London Wijay takes a swing for USC. Going back to Vallette in the right side of this rotation. Vallette is blocked, and USC off to a hot start here at home.
Just gotta stay disciplined, right? Take care of business back at the service line, especially like you said, coming off of a back-to-back loss weekend. You just gotta forget and move on.
Oregon able to side out for the first time, and they send the Michigan transfer Vallette. One of the 2 jump servers for Oregon. That's an excellent back 1 run for Mia Taverdi.
And then specifically for USC, the past is in the past, right? We just talked about it. You got to move on from the last weekend, specifically make those adjustments, right? This USC offense faced a huge block against Purdue, so they just have to, hey, got our socks rocked last weekend, let's come back playing disciplined volleyball tonight.
That was a heck of a swing from Alana Clemente, the freshman who is a local product here from Santa Clarita, California, just north of Los Angeles. Free opportunity for the Trojans. Behind the setter, Taverdi is rejected by Sophia Myers. Brad Keller, in his 6th year as USC head coach, holds the unique distinction of being the only person on the planet to have coached both the USC and UCLA women's and men's teams. In both many of those cases, an assistant coach capacity, now the head coach at USC.
Brad Keller's done an awesome job here at USC. He's kind of one of those guys that says it starts with the culture, right? Seeing the time that he took over to now, just the culture that he's grown. And again, we talked about it. This freshman class is really that class that he's been able to develop that recruiting relationship with.
Trent Kirsten was the West Coast Conference Coach of the Year at Loyola Marymount. He spins that into the head coaching gig at Oregon with Matt Ulmer moving on to Kansas.
So the seams are right in between 2 players. You don't want to serve it right to somebody, you got to make a move.
Not quite the donut yet, it's on serve receive, but yeah, the seam and the players were just completely frozen as Clemente with the scoring play for Oregon, and she's the other big-time server for the Oregon Ducks along with Vallette. Both use the jump serve, which is more rare in the women's game compared to the men's game. It's Sophia Myers connecting again, and she came over from Loyola Marymount with her head coach, Trent Kirsten.
Such an explosive attacker. I mean, watch how far she gets up, and then that connection, really quick tempo on this Oregon offense.
That's an excellent play by Taverdi, handling the serve off the tape.
We grade balls in this sport, passes off, serve, receive on a 3-point scale, 3 being the best type of pass, 0 being you have no options, right, to run your offense. He says we got to turn those 0 balls into 1 balls because this Oregon team, despite the newness of playing together, connects really well on out-of-system plays. So that's how they found their way back in. USC went on a service run a little bit early here, and then Oregon was just able to get that first pass, and then things just trickle on because this is a team that knows how to better the ball.
Myers to serve. She's a 6th-year player. Began in the spring of 2021 with Montana. Now in her 4th school. Side out for USC, which is up by 2. Nice swing from Leah Ford.
Yeah, you could see on that replay, Valette kind of got rocked a little bit on that block, which happens. Hey. So just taking a moment to kind of reset, get some water, put some ice on everything. We'll see if she does officially sub out.
Looks like a contact lens. Valette, who's a trooper, gets the contact lens back in and retakes the court. The setter, Reese Messer, serving for USC. Nice play up front.
Now a little bit of an overpass off of some heat from Clemente, but USC able to get the point back.
Wijay digs Clemente there. And they're looking for contact, but wasn't there for Valette. Different signification for the challenge.
Hear the call?
After review, the call is reversed. Point Oregon. They retain their challenge.
So Oregon wins, but if you called that, if Kirsten said, hey, I want to see a touch, but the referees replayed it and said, oh, actually somebody was in the net, you could reverse that call also. And then of course you get 2 challenges, and if Kirsten were to lose that challenge, he would lose it, but instead he retains it having won that. So everybody on the court has 2 challenges moving forward.
Make it, you take it though, as you said, is Shucharovich with the serve. Back set, and that, I think that glanced off of Famuina on the way back down.
Today, she had a huge block against her on her at Purdue. So to see kind of those adjustments and see how she learns from that is going to be big.
Clemente behind the attack line. Oregon has come back and tied this match up for the first time. Oregon takes the lead, 11-10 in the first set, a 4-0 run.
I like this decision. A little bit of out of system. Hey, let's incorporate the back row, but Oregon is able to make those adjustments and time it out perfectly. Now USC, Reese Messer really got to be locked in decision making as soon as she gets a good pass. So it's all about that concept of, hey, we got to better the ball and understand set distribution, especially with Oregon. When you have Valette in the front row, you have to understand who to set where, because she is so dominant both offensively and defensively up front for Oregon.
Couple of points in a row for the freshman middle, Holly McFadden. And Leah Ford with the answer for the Trojans. Senior from Burbank, Danny Thomas-Nathan, just her 4th match appearance of the season, but getting in there more recently with some frequency. And she had service. It leads to a point from Wijay.
So normally with a normal setter, that would be maybe a 2-ball or a 1-ball, and she's still able to run her offense in tempo to that left side pin to hit Wijay.
Excellent serve from Thomas-Nathan, and Wijay puts another one away.
Targeting Oregon's libero, and then London Wijay able to just play defense at the net. She makes that look easy. That is one of the tougher plays in this sport, that jump at the net.
Ooh, this serve is a weapon for USC. He's had a role in years past for the Trojans, the senior, again, from Burbank, and again, just 5 sets played on the season for her before this match, but making an imprint on the first set. That is handled by Shepard. But blocked. Valette is stonewalled, and USC rolls into the timeout.
Serving isn't necessarily about getting aces. You see this, right? Even though Danny just heard me and said, all right, bet, I'm gonna get an ace.
Oregon timeout after a 6-0 run. They still can't figure out the serve. But a great out-of-system swing from Valette. Now that, on the flip side, is an Oregon strength. You already mentioned it once, but when the pass isn't great, Oregon still finds a way to score.
So we would say this is a 1. right? You have one option. Your middle hitter has to come in and take a bump set with her platform to set the outside, the left side pin.
Yeah, he took a look at the numbers this week, Trent Kirsten. He said that the numbers say they're one of the best teams in the country right there. And it's now the largest lead of the set for USC with that ace from Leah Ford, her third of the season from the middle blocking position. Taylor to Clemente coming from somewhere else on the court. Normally you see that left-handed opposite, of course, coming in from the right side, but Clemente stunning the USC defense there. Contact there on the swing from Abigail Mullen, who is USC's top point scorer this season.
And she's one of those players that when you watch her on film, you say, wait, are you sure she's a freshman? That's a hard attack, and she'll do that all day.
Faster tempo, Wijay puts it away.
She hits the ball hard. Kirsten kind of says, hey, she has her freshman moments, but we're just committed to letting her grow. We look at her and say, hey, just rip it.
Wijay's ripping it in the first set. That's her 5th kill.
Fabulous execution from all around.
And on the flip side, who puts more pressure behind the service line? And in this first set, it's very clear that USC has put more pressure on Oregon. Oregon has not passed as well, and that's pretty much been the story of the first set.
That is the story, and it's so basic, right? When you ask coaches, what are your keys? Well, first ball, right? First touch is important, but again, a match like this, the first touch is so important, especially with 2 underclassmen heavy squads. But USC, again, they've gotten the aces. We've seen that. But again, just forcing Oregon out of system and to work for every single point.
Reese Shepard is going to go back to serve for Oregon.
I like this. You see a little bit of an out-of-system play, but then Oregon sends it back row, and the block for USC just isn't timed as well as it needs to.
Block touch helps out there. That's a nice set, but they were ready for it. Clemente.
Be that coachable, accountable player that Brad Keller's looking for.
A little tight that set. Good job of the recycle by Myers. And a good job finding the setter to take USC out of system. And Oregon blocks the tip attempt from Adanya Famuina, the redshirt junior from Long Beach, trying to find her form this season. She's battling something right now for USC. She's in a newfound leadership role this year, trying to find some comfort within that, but also been up and down in terms of her ability to execute and finish points off. Freshman from Manhattan Beach. And there was contact there, so the set is going to continue. All went out, but it was contacted by the block. So Myers gets the kill. She'll go back to serve. 6 more set points, though. Pass by Truden, and the finish from Leah Ford. USC wins the first set by 7. A player who hadn't had an ace since 2023 has 2 in the first set and really sent USC into that decisive victory. So you just never know what you're going to tune in and see on any given night here in the Big Ten. It'll be the setter Cora Taylor with her team up by 1. Blast that one out of play. So USC will take the serve back. Something that Trent Kirsten said during the week about the serving game was interesting to me, because you have players, that was of course a USC missed serve coming off of the Oregon missed serve, but because of these jump servers, Vallette and Clemente, let's take a look at this ruling. Interference is going to be the call here.
Gnarly serve, just as you were talking about it, over. So is Alana Clemente over the net? She can't reach over that tape.
Well, matters where the ball is there, right? The ball has to be entirely on USC side. That was ruled that it was. No challenge. And Clemente is off the block and out. Going to finish the point, which is that Clemente and Vallette are a little bit higher error. They're really aggressive with their jump serve. So Kirsten wants the rest of his team to be slightly more conservative and a little bit less error prone as a result.
Yeah, and that, those are kind of the numbers that happen with the topspin serve, right? You see, if I remember correctly, topspin serves have about a 20% error rate compared to the other ones, 12% range. So again, you don't want to have those players tone it back. You just need to make sure that everything is a little bit more balanced.
That's down and in.
Yeah, and you see this great timing from this USC block. Everyone's in unison and the eyes are down. Focus on 13 for Oregon in black. And head coach Trent Kirsten and kind of said, hey, what was that? And he goes, yeah, that's fine. That is what you want in a coach with a freshman group, especially a player like Clemente, where you don't want to, she just needs to find that confidence. She just needs to get that experience, because mark my words, in about 2 or 3 seasons, she is going to be one of the gnarliest players in the Big Ten.
We saw moments ago the 5th ace for USC. Taylor, back set, and Iva Shuchurovic, the sophomore from Serbia, who is in her first year with the program.
Shuchurovic is one of the more physical players in the gym. Look at how explosive this slide is. And then look at the reaction coming off the net. I love that for Oregon right now.
Yeah, she's hitting .417. She's basically a freshman. She's a sophomore in name only, because she attended a school briefly overseas. They might end up getting that year of eligibility back. It's her first year in the NCAA. And both of the middles for Oregon are essentially freshmen. Clemente flips the tape. Ford tries to shove it down. Oregon keeps it up and gives over a free ball. Back row attack. They've been feeding Wijay back there a decent amount and with some success.
This is kind of what we've seen in the women's game in the past decade, especially with 2 men's coaches, right? That true big. So that back row, that middle attack coming from the back row, normally a pipe if it's just a normal tempo, but if you're in a second step tempo, so think of it as the setter is, the ball is in her hand, the setter and the hitter are like connecting mid-air, right? And this USC back row attack with London Wijay is just fabulous connection. When we were talking about stylistically 2 similar teams, this is really fun. They believe in being athletes before volleyball players, and it creates, in my opinion, the funnest volleyball to watch.
The photo that is sitting in Brad Keller's office right now is this of Trent Kirsten, who's a player at middle blocker at UCLA. Brad Keller is an assistant coach.
Right here, you see the chairs. That's at the Crosstown Rivalry match. That is in the Galen Center. So here we are, more than a decade later.
Kirsten, who's the son of a coach, said that he had to basically beg his way onto the UCLA roster. He was trying to convince someone to take him as a walk-on. UCLA did. He was thinking about going to Hawaii, but they wouldn't pay for his flight out there to visit, so he crossed that out. He went to UCLA and turned himself into a stud player. Brad Keller was a big reason why Trent Kirsten went into coaching. And now they face each other. And another nice swing from Vallette. They actually faced each other last season as well when Kirsten's Loyola Marymount team came into the Galen Center and lost in 5. The fourth set went into the 30s. It was a crazy match. USC won that one in 5. USC uses Megan Verbeest to either serve or play right back defense. Comes in to serve here, senior from Manhattan Beach. Crafty from Clemente.
Oregon again, able to get it done in multiple ways, right? A little bit of not a perfect pass, but pushes it to that left side pin, and Clemente able to just open-hand it, tip it right over that USC block.
Overpass is put away by Holly McFadden, the freshman from Bainbridge Island, Washington. Got to take that ferry across the Sound from Seattle to get to Bainbridge Island. That is out on the swing from Abigail Mullen, who has 1 kill and 2 attack errors early on in this match, despite being USC's leading scorer on the season.
And this is the lethal serve, right? Because as soon as you do get a good pass and a good set, you have to capitalize and stay mentally disciplined because this is such a tough serve.
Largest lead in a set for Oregon tonight, never led by this much in the first set. Now it's back down to 2.
Her hitting percentage was at 0. 0, 0, 0. It is now up to 273. So USC doing a nice job again through the serve of taking Vallette out of play. So either serving her and taking her out of transition or keeping the ball away from her, or of course grabbing 4 aces. Now Oregon able to respond, get that pass, and then incorporate Vallette's lethal offense.
That is tucked in by Mia Taverdi.
I mean, look at that, she just sends it, right, is explosive and is able to run across the court and still connect with Reese Messer.
So now faces her former team for the first time as Wijay will serve. Clemente over the triple block and down to the floor.
Look at this out of system. What did we say? Clemente comes in, she's got that lefty and she's able to sell it. I love this. The growth from seeing Clemente from the first Oregon match this season to now is just exponential.
Pulls off a nice serve off the tape as well. Big defensive play from Trubin. Oh, they whipped on that set, but Oregon still kept the point alive until Taverdi throws it down.
But Reese Messer able to take care of it, USC out of system, and then a little bit of that misconnection right here. Cora Taylor thinking that they're going for a 3 or a push, and then Mia Taverdi saying, okay, bet, I'm gonna run that slide and throw that ball down.
Taverdi leads USC with 7 kills, just 1 attacking error. Couple of sets in a row for Ford, who checks into the front row and converts.
Tied up at 14, such a pivotal point in the set.
Whoever wins this one takes that lead going into the timeout. And it's going to be Oregon, Eva Shucharovich. Meanwhile here, Oregon, USC locked in a tight second set after USC ran away with the first late. Brad Keller wanted to see his team hit with more range this weekend compared to last weekend, so we were just going at zone 6. The freshman setter, Messer, serves it up. Not even sure if the block made contact there. And it's 17-15, a 7-2 run for USC. D-ball, Clemente is up and over the top. USC makes it an 8-2 run. Right back to Clemente. And a great job taking control by Shuchurovich, noticing an opportunity.
And this was great. You had to get out of that rotation, right, and do it in any way possible. Clemente with a little bit of the off speed, and then gives this Oregon defense the opportunity.
We saw that called once earlier. That was close. I don't know that that ball was over the plane of the net. Any part of the ball is on the plane, it's a legal play, but I'm not sure that it was there. Oregon, though, takes advantage of it and is back within 1 in the second set. There's a whistle, and it's a net violation. Point for USC. Look out, Danny Thomas-Nathan. That rattles around. She had 2 aces in the first set. And she helps USC score a point here with Mullen connecting on the kill.
She does her job. She doesn't play like a freshman. Brad Keller says, yeah, sure, she has some freshman moments, but it is hard. She is one of those where you watch and you say, whoa, is she a freshman? They just kept that lead, right? It's all about those 3-point runs, and it's all about just getting momentum on your side of the court.
Oh, that's it again. 4th ace for Danny Thomas-Nathan. She played in 63 sets, 23 matches the previous year, had 9 aces. Had been kind of that role player throughout much of her career. Probably would have had a chance to play some outside, some front row last year if she had been healthy, because they had a whole lot of other injuries at the pin hitter. But getting her chance now, and finally misses, but they will take it. 4 aces for Thomas-Nathan, the senior from Burbank. Perfect pass. No contact, and that swing, a hitting error from Abigail Mullen. Oregon back within 3. This match has a capability, of swinging back and forth, because Oregon has a couple of players in Vowlette and Clemente who can lead big service runs in the other direction. And that's a miss hit from London Wijay. Oregon within 2. Timeout USC.
This is crazy to say, but normally you would look at, losing to Indiana in that fashion, be like, oh no, what happened? But the Indiana team this year is a surprise to everybody, and a pleasant surprise, I think. We're really getting to see who are the big teams here, and USC is obviously going to climb their way up to the top of that rankings as Leah Ford grabs another ace on the night.
Oregon keeps itself alive, but that was a huge swing coming off of the USC timeout. Oregon service error. And that's in the net, that'll do it. USC's serving has just been too much for Oregon.
Both teams are equal on service errors, both teams with 7 service errors. So again, USC rolling off 8 service aces. You do the math. That's a lot. That's a big point differential.
Well, last weekend, USC really struggled behind the service line. Brad Keller, the way he put it was, we served meekly. Off the top of the block, and a kill for Holly McFadden.
You know, despite the lack of passing from Oregon, Cora Taylor has done a nice job when she does get a pass. She's able to better the ball, and I like her decision-making. You can tell she has high volleyball IQ, and she's also pretty athletic. Again, Cora Taylor, the setter for Oregon, 8 dinks so far through 2 sets.
Volleyball glossary 101. What when you say better the ball, that's out. Clemente with the hitting error.
Oregon is challenging for touch off the block.
As we have a challenge.
After review, calls reversed. Point Oregon. Oregon retains challenge.
Oregon wins that challenge, but trying to climb their way back in from a 2-0 set deficit. Oh, Clemente has a huge arm.
Wow, that is exactly what Oregon needed. You get some hype, you get some momentum off of the challenge, and then boom, Clemente comes in on out of system, right? So is not in system, a little bit inside, but uses that lefty approach to just rock it.
Clemente leads Oregon with 9 kills, and on that swing, London Wijay puts herself in the solo lead for USC with 8. Setter now in the front row for USC, Mullen, the right side to serve. USC scrambles, keeps that up off the block. Oh, great transition decision from Cora Taylor to get that ball to McFadden.
I like this. I like this play from Oregon. We've seen scrappy plays from USC, right? Just before this, on this rally, we saw scrappy athletic play from USC, but Oregon able to capitalize again. Cora Taylor, really nice set distribution and high volleyball IQ. Opening set 3.
A gap set for McFadden, playing her away from the middle there. London Wijay now up to her 9th kill. Wijay now to serve. She missed most of last year with a medical red shirt as well. They were really short-handed all of last season at pin position, specifically on the outside. Slide kill for Taverdi.
Explosive on this slide, and then connects with setter Reese Messer so well. Look at this. It's perfect timing. It's in unison to that undefendable corner of the court.
Alana Clemente, double-figure kills. Averages just about 3% this season, 2nd for Oregon. And most importantly, too, Oregon, their top offensive options, Vallette and Clemente, they both do it efficiently as well from the pins. Clemente at 345 this season. What is served, though? Reese Messer doing it herself, the freshman from Olathe, Kansas.
We'll see what she can do here.
Taking the reins this year from Mia Tuaninga, who graduated as USC's all-time assist leader. And Messer force-feeding the middle.
She is magic. She can make the most ridiculous sets. Her feet get there. You know, she's just sheer athleticism and speed. You want to compare her to Mia from last year. They're able to get their hands on balls that most other setters are not able to.
Tuaninga very deceptive. Messer more just, you know, a spectacle athletically.
She reminds me to tap into USC fans' memory She kind of reminds me of a Kendall Bateman from the 2010s-ish circa there out of Manhattan Beach, California. Just two super bubbly, kind of golden retriever in a good way players on the court that are just super athletic and tap into being an athlete before they tap into being volleyball players.
Big Ten representation. The top 3 Division I freshmen in assists per set, all from the Big Ten, including Reese Messer. Makes a diving play. And Pham Nguyen Na ends the point finally for USC.
Don is such an asset to this team. And Brad Keller, I like every time I talk to him when I cover USC games, he goes, hey, remember, they're all still just kids. But even at that, she is the mature leader on this squad. The perfect balance between loose and focus. Look at this. Comes on the bench, says, oh, I got it. And that's the big thing, right? In volleyball, one of my favorite things is the bench does impact the game. So having a senior leader on the bench like that can just give the vibes.
Challenged by Oregon for a touch on the setter, or sorry, a touch on the blocker that would result in a back row block. After review, call is reversed. Ball was touched, back row block. Point Oregon.
So she stayed on the ground.
The ball is entirely on their side. I'm a little confused in terms of that call. If the ball is over the plane there, then I get it. Didn't look like it was to me. That ball hit the antenna there. A little bit of a late call. But Brad Keller's also taking issue with something from that point. And this is a kind of a respectful thing where Brig Beatty, by the actual rule that's on the books, Brad Keller can't really be talking extensively to an official, but that's why they kind of weren't really looking at each other.
Challenged by USC for a net fault. After review, call first. Point USC, they retain their challenge.
That's no surprise. We saw the replay. USC wins the challenge.
It's tricky, and you know, with a 1-point lead, you see how it goes. I don't think it's so much of a momentum killer, but
both teams are hitting over 400 this set, and the latest big boom from Valentina Valette.
Look at Valette, just able to come. Wow, look at that. That is a huge swing and a great connection from Cora Taylor. Now she's got to go back and take care of business at the service line.
That's a great side out for USC as a team. Abigail Mullen, the put away.
USC able to take care of this ball again. Reese Messer is so athletic. She's able to adjust really quickly and get hands and connects with Mullen low.
And the big block from Taverde, and USC in front by 2.
Mia Taverde just on fire offensively and defensively today.
Valette behind the line there, keeping Oregon within arm's length. And Oregon does a libero rotation. Reese Shepard is the serve-receive libero, except it gets confusing because she's the serve-receive libero, except for when she's serving. Otherwise, Natalie Fukumoto is in for all serve rotations. Clemente is blocked by Taverde, the former Oregon middle blocker.
how Brad Keller teaches blocking. Normally it's, hey, square up, jump straight up. But Brad Keller says, no, be athletic. If you aren't there, if your feet aren't there, that's okay. Just reach over, make sure you're disciplined and reach over, but adjust. You narrow down your attacker, but Mia Taverde doing a fabulous job defensively up at the net because of her discipline skills.
That last point, they've outlawed the double contact in NCAA volleyball, except for when the next to touch it is the opposing team. That was the reason for that last call. Why do you think Brad Keller coaches blocking that way and not every other coach? Most other coaches do not want that.
It's a little bit of a boys' style, which I like, but again, it goes into both of these two coaches are just, they come from that, hey, be an athlete, don't be a volleyball player, right? Be an athlete first.
And the freshman libero Taylor Deckert with the most recent. And make it 10. No one has aced Oregon more this season. USC has tied its season high with the 10 aces to Oregon's 0. 4 to the floor. USC is pulled away.
No, because USC is able to pull out plays like this. All right, we missed our serve. We're going to first ball side out and incorporate the middles.
Clemente is inbounds there. We've talked about the story at length. It's been serve receive. They have not been able to stabilize. Another big Clemente swing using the block.
I love how Alana Clemente is playing. Even just in this match, you've seen her elevate and make those necessary adjustments. Again, just a freshman. That's stuff you can't teach. So Trent Kirsten is in for a treat with Alana Clemente as she develops throughout her career.
Trent Kirsten has said, if anything, the biggest challenge has been she's so whippy with that big arm swing that trying to keep herself 90% or better physical form, it has been the biggest challenge. I think a lot of these freshmen on both sides, that's what you battle. It's really the strength and conditioning component that's the most challenging adjustment to this level. Clemente is blocked there. Leah Ford contributing once again.
And Leah Ford says, okay, so I'm going to make the necessary adjustments that I need to, so then Danny Thomas Nathan can go back to that service line and rattle off some for us.
Now, she didn't ace them, but got USC ahead of the point.
This has to feel good. This was the biggest thing this week for them, just getting rattled against the Indianas and then coming back, hey, let's mentally dig in and pull out something tonight.
Hey, part of it for USC has been the schedule. Indiana, they're unbeaten. Purdue, many people would probably say, is the third best team right now in the Big Ten. And USC has had to play both of those schools as well as Penn State on the road already. And their upcoming schedule, a little more gettable now for Brad Keller. Now they go back on the road after 3 straight at home, but a little more gettable compared to the beginning of their conference play, I would say. Mullen down the line, that is strong. So Oregon pulling within 4 here on that attack error. That's a dig kill for Natalie Fukumoto. You always love to see that. That's a novelty. And you don't have to see that unless you're USC, I guess. Timeout, Brad Keller. The players, 3 sets of high school teammates. A kill for 4 coming out of the timeout.
But again, it's just cool to see such strong Southern California volleyball succeed at the next level.
And a lot of the stylistic stuff we've been talking about, it traces back to that particular club, right? Mizuno Long Beach. And big swing there.
And that's where a lot of the men's coaching kind of came from. SCVC and Mizuno Long Beach Boys Club, historically Rockstar, was just stellar volleyball. And you see two men's players, men's coaches kind of elevate, hey, be an athlete over a volleyball player with the shape blocking, with some of the defenses.
Very physical group. We are seeing what they can do when they're locked in. And they get some good serving. It's a match point. Right now, Ksenia Tomic has been placed in the front row, the freshman from Serbia for Oregon, getting a late look. Shepard, the server. Wijay with the tip attempt. Covers herself, loads back up. Got to recycle again, third try. It's gonna work for London Wijay, who leads USC with 12 kills. And the hot serving Trojans with 10 aces execute their first sweep against Oregon since 2019. Mia Taverdi against her former team helps lead USC, the number 22 team in the country, to a 3-0 win. Anna Connolly standing by with USC head coach Brad Keller.
Coach, we talked a lot about coming in tonight strong, especially after last weekend. What sort of mental discipline did your group have to dig in and find to bounce back?
I think there was a lot. It was a bad week last week. I mean, it was not fun. And so there's a lot of, I mean, it starts with me. It starts with the head coach. And I think we didn't do a good job coaching this team. And so this week we focused on a lot of very specific things. And those things got us out of some holes early this evening, and I think that was great. And then they stuck with it. We still got a long ways to go, though, with the discipline stuff.
I mean, mentally, you guys had service ace upon service ace. Was that something you were working on this week?
I think there's a lot of kudos to Danny. Danny coming in, and I mean, she's always had that serve, but she's kind of been feeling it this last week. And I think we need to give her a lot of credit, and Reese and Mullen. And I mean, there were some people that scored a lot of points for us down the stretch.